Basketball fans, Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
Well, they played them only twice, and after a win in the first matchup, they're probably feeling good heading into this game.
They'd love to sweep this season series. I expect them to try to jump out early in this one.
Seattle on offense. Here's ball. Inside. Outside for Davis. Sends it home from three-point land. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Down low. Here's Barrett. The rebound by Nesmith. Ball outside. Pass to Nesmith. Back to ball. Over Barrett. Ball no good. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Davis. There's the three. Rebound by San Antonio.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Christie. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Suggs outside. Pass to Mobley. 6 to shoot.
One of the best defenders in the league at any position. AD can just smother a dude.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Assist from.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass on the layup.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
Now here's Ball. Providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Defensive foul.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Seattle's shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now here's Davis. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. They grab their own miss. Ball outside. Right side, Nesmith. Another shot. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Christie. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Here's DeRozan. Ball outside. To the paint. Pass to Davis. For 3. And again, it's Seattle missing. San Antonio trailing here. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Second team foul.
Ball outside. And again, it's Seattle missing. So it's San Antonio now. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
To the middle. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Ball will bring it up here for Seattle. .144 left in the opening quarter. Here's DeRozan. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Suggs. Now Valanciunas. From behind the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Lays it up and banks it in. Valanciunas has got 5 now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
DeRozan, left side. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Now here's Nesmith. No points so far. Davis with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's Seattle with the ball. 4-point game. Ball with it. Clock at 4. To the inside. Coulibaly. They can't stop the run with that one.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter is on.
The away team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Ball left side. Pass to Coulibaly. Nesmith with it. They swipe it. And here's Mobley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
He hits the second from the line. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's Barrett. He's scoreless. Driving in. banked it in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Davis.
Boy, the instincts on the defensive end are impressive for Evan Mobley. The timing and footwork is outstanding. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Pass to Mobley. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And stolen by Bagley. San Antonio leading by 9. Suggs outside. He takes it in. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Seattle trails by 11. Here's Ball. Mobley grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Stolen by Davis. Boucher with it. Check by Bagley. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Davis. Easy money for Davis inside.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Here's Abaji. Neesmith covering. Here's Christie. Now Suggs. He has 7. And there's the drive. 3 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
To the paint. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. A minute 39 left in the first half. Misses from close range. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up to Seattle. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. It's the last leg of what's been a daunting road trip. 6 games in total.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Over to the left wing. Here's Boucher for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Boucher's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Pass to Suggs. Now Mobley. Shot clock at 5. Back to Suggs. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Seattle trails by 7. There's 31 seconds left to play in the half. To the right side. Back to Ball. Pass to Davis. Stolen by Mobley. In transition. Some room here for Suggs. Up again. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Outside Nesmith. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top. They lead by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Barrett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This guy can finish with either hand. What a finish from R.J. Barrett.
And one thing we've seen from R.J. Barrett, he likes playing in a system where they move the ball, Doris.
And he likes B.A. when that ball moves in his direction. R.J. Barrett is a thirsty scorer. He can go off the bounce. He's working really hard to shore up that perimeter game. He has got a tremendous future.
Here's Ball. Blocked!
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Barrett. Here's the teardrop.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Spurs foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here in the second half. Ball looks over the floor. Inside, DeRozan.
Excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
San Antonio leading by 7. Outside Barrett. Boucher with a double team. Clock at 6. Johnson with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Seattle trails by 9. And here's Ball. Boucher outside. Back to Ball. Pass to Boucher. On the wing, DeRozan. DeRozan with the power move.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Here's Johnson. Here's Valanciunas. And stolen by Boucher. Down low. Out to the wing. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs lead by 7. Outside Barrett. Johnson for 3. Buries it from 3. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, Barrett is a natural-born playmaker, understands when to be aggressive and make the right play.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Spurs.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Poke loose. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Some solid defense from Coulibaly.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Ball outside. Pass to Davis. And stolen by Mobley. Back come the Spurs in transition. Valanciunas, good. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 14.
2 minutes.
Ball outside. Pass to Boucher. No good. Unable to win this run.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Johnson. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Back to Johnson. Goes up on the wing. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Seattle trails by 14. It's stolen by Johnson. Out to Mobley. That shot, no good. Davis with the defensive effort. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Nesmith. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Nesmith's got 7 points in the game. Barrett with it. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter ahead by 11.
The away team, 30.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Seattle trails by 11. DeRozan right side. Oh, get up, DeMar! He's still got it.
DeMar DeRozan, opportunistic right there, showing he can be a vertical threat.
Pass to Christie. Here's Agbaji. Got it. Good job in the low post. Agbaji's got his first basket.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And Ball will bring it up here for Seattle. Rebound San Antonio. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Davis a screen. And Ball throws it down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Kept alive. Pass to Davis. DeRozan outside. 5 to shoot. Nesmith on the wing. The 3-ball. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Outside Nesmith. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pass to Agbaji. No one near him. And they'll get another chance. Bagley with it. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Spurs lead by 12. Left side, Nesmith. From the baseline. Agbaji with a rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Nice shot by Christie.
A big man that dishes. Something Mobley does very well.
Pass to DeRozan. Outside for Boucher. Left side, Davis. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Back to Suggs. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Back to Ball. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Barrett. Spurs lead by 15. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Well, that's coming to force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you could do to stop that.
Seattle on offense. Pass to Nesmith. Shot to stop the run. That one goes in.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now Suggs, pounded by Ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Outside Nesmith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It'll be on Marvin Bagley. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Suggs. To the paint.
You can see what a good defender Chris Boucher is. Yes, he has length. Yes, he has mobility, but that's also about being tenacious defensively.
Outside Nesmith. It's a mark. The rebound by the Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Well, with a comeback out of range, you can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Spurs.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Evan Mobley.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Suggs. And Davis with the block. Ball outside. Pass to Davis. So we see the Spurs taking